4th, 1927, Jeff Hill would work for the Newark Ledger
Nancy Jane Harlan for the New York Graphic,
on the strange case of the radium girls.
who claimed they were poisoned at the hands of their employer.
And now, secret day in court.
$250,000.
That's the price tag on their suffering.
$250,000?
Ask me, it's all a shame.
What do you mean? Those girls are very sick.
Oh, sick of working, sure.
Doctors say the radium girls have only a year to live.
Only 1 year to live and 250 grand to spend. What would you do with that kind of money?
What would you do with $250,000 to ease your last suffering days? What would you do with $250,000?
I'd buy a wardrobe like Irene Castle. I'd give it all to charity. Then I'd travel around the world, first class with all my friends.
I'd play the stock market.
I'd buy my wife a fur coat, diamond ring the size of New Hampshire.
I'd use it to pay my medical bills. Pay off the second mortgage on our house. When my father took out for my last operation.
Pretty Grace Fryer sits at home,
Suffering bravely his entire life
struggling valiantly to keep up her flag and spirits.
for the sake of her friends and family.
It hurts to smile, but I try to smile. I know if I don't smile, I'll go crazy.
Tell us, Miss Fryer, how does it feel knowing you have so little time left?
Try not to think about it.
But it must get to you sometime.
Knowing what you've been through, and the company's getting fat off your labor.
And all they gotta say about it is
No comment.
Don't you just want to punch somebody?
Oh no, that won't do no good. I'd rather just think about how it's going to be when justice prevails. And I could do something nice for the folks, maybe send them on a trip. They never did have no honeymoon.
What a fine example of womanhood. We can only aspire to bear our cross in life as nobly as this young girl.
Mr. Barry, I must object to this kind of history on us.
I had nothing to do with that, Mr. Markley.
I've been in this game a long time, Red. Can I call you Red? When I see a case like this move over the wires, I'm not so naive as to believe that a plaintiff's attorney has nothing to do with it.
What's your proposal, Mr. Markley?
$1,500 for each girl.
$1,500?
That's not even a year's wages. We think it's very generous considering your case where we even survived the statute of limitations.
This is a case in equity, sir. The Chancery Court will come to a different conclusion.
The Chancery Court can't rewrite the law, and the law is clear. 2 years from the date of injury, your clients are out of time.
2 years from the date the cause of injury is discovered.
Very creative, Mr. Bear. Very clever. I have to admire your imagination. But you have a long way to go before you convince the judge.
And in the meantime, Mr. Markley, the public will continue to take a great interest in the story and in the company's complete indifference to its workers.
No doubt that'll prove to be good press for the Consumers League. And you accuse us of exploiting these girls?
You're the one hiding behind the statute of limitations.
Miss Wild, you know very well the law never could have anticipated a situation like this. These girls were dying years before anyone
Before
knew.
anyone knew?
Does that include the U.S. Radium Corporation, Miss Wild? When, or should I say, if this case goes to trial, I only hope that's your opening argument, Mr. Barry. You will have made our defense sue at the hearing.
The arrogance of that man.
Tell me again the purpose of these articles, Miss Wiley?
Public sympathy, Mr. Barry. That's the engine of reform.
You're antagonizing the company.
The strategy is working.
Well, what about the girls? I mean, how does it help them to read in a dozen different newspapers that they have so little time left to live?
Mr. Barry, surely you can see. The U.S. Radium Corporation cares nothing about the girls it has poisoned, but the average housewife in Orange cares very deeply, as do millions of other women across America. These women shop, they buy watches. Markley can be as smug as he likes, but the Consumers League campaign will have only one outcome, and he knows it. That's why he was here today.
I only hope you're right, Miss Wiley.
Public sympathy, Mr. Barry. Wait and see. Miss Shaw. I read your sad story in the Boston Globe and I'm so sorry for your plight. It appears in this time of rapid advancement, the well-being of the average worker is overlooked. I would like to share with you girls the key to my own good health at the age of 92. It's called Christian Science.
Dear Miss Fryer, I read of your woeful situation in the Atlantic Constitution, and I'm prepared to offer you a solution. Venison. Venison is a wonder tonic made from all natural ingredients. Venison will restore your health and vitality. We are prepared to offer you girls a lifetime supply of venison in exchange for the exclusive rights to use your picture in our advertisements.
Dear girl, I read about you in the Building Gazette. I run a 100-headed cattle and do very well by myself. I've always longed for a companion, and very well could take care of you in your final days. A girl like you suffers so much. Don't you think you deserve a few fleeting hours of happiness? Sincerely, your admirer, Larry F. Watkins. P.S. Enclosed my picture.
Look at this, Catherine. This man actually sent a picture. You alright, Catherine?
Bleeding again.
Shall I get the nurse?
I did this before. It'll stop.
Maybe we should go.
No, don't go.
Don't you need to sleep?
Who can sleep? I never sleep.
Well, you'll sleep tomorrow.
Yeah, might not wake up.
Of course, you'll wake up.
I don't know. Sometimes you don't come out of it so good. My mother's cousin, she went in for her appendix and she didn't come home.
Well, you just can't think that way, that's all. Look at this mail, Catherine. Miss Wiley said folks would be on our side, and she sure was right. Look at this one from California.
What if we don't win?
Of course we'll win.
But what if we don't? My father will lose his house. We'll be on the street. You'll be on the street too, Grace. And your father has
Catherine,
a thousands.
please.
How can he stand it, Grace? And you and Tom, you won't never get married. How can Tom stand it? I don't never hear him complain.
Catherine! Soon as the judge hears our testimony, he's gonna rule for us. All he's gotta do is take one look at us. It'll be over in a day.
Think so?
When they see what kind of shape we're in, it'd be awful hard to ignore, don't you think?
That'll be something then, won't it? To see the look on Mr. Reader's face when we get on the stand.
Now, you wanna read some more letters?
They didn't have no chocolate, so I got some vanilla instead.
Took you long enough.
Don't get on me. I had 6 people stop me on the way over here. All of them reporters, and all of them asking about you.
Waiting for me to die.
No one is waiting for you to die.
It's true. One of them called my mother, asking if I had died. When she said no, he sounded disappointed.
Try to eat a little of this. It'll help you feel better. Evening, girls. How about a picture?
For the love of Mike, what are you doing?
We need some pictures of for the graphics exclusive on the girls.
Exclusive? What are you talking about?
$5,000, that's what I'm talking about. What do you say, Grace? That sound good to you? Think you could use $5,000? I don't understand. Perhaps you're familiar with Bernard McFadden.
With that faith healer?
Herbalist, Mr. Kruger. Herbalist. Bernard McFadden's patented herbal therapy is just the thing to get these girls back on their feet. And the graphic will pay for it. All we ask is exclusive rights to their story from here on out. See for yourself.
They're serious, Grace.
The graphic always does business on the up and up. I don't know. You want to pay us to go see Bernard McFadden? Easy money, huh?
Let me see.
Grace, what does your dad still owe in the house?
I don't know exactly.
And that last medical bill? That was a couple hundred at least, right?
At least.
Maybe we should
think about this.
talk to Miss Wiley about it.
Miss Wiley? What's it to her? You're the one who bills for that. Wouldn't be right to do something like this without talking to Miss Wiley. You're a big girl, Grace. Can't you make your own decisions? Of course, I can make my own decisions.
Take it okay for the company?
The company owes us a lot more than that.
You ever see it?
Grace, maybe we should do it.
It just don't feel right.
We're gonna talk to them reporters anyhow. Why not get something out of it?
He's right, you know. Why give your story away when people are crazy to read it? Believe me, you girls will cash in big. They ran the feature on you, bang, sold out every copy at every newsstand. Everybody can sympathize with the plight of some poor, sick girl facing certain death, with no hope of fulfillment in motherhood. I'd like you to go now. Friend is tired. She needs a rest.
At least think about it, Grace.
Sure, think it over. I understand. You're worried what people will say. But hey, you gotta think about your own intentions here. There's no reason you shouldn't get something out of all this. Look out for number one. That's the way. Everyone else is out to get what they can, for sure. Why should you sit back and keep your nose clean when everybody else is up to their elbows in it?
Gentlemen, I've treated a number of girls who have claimed that they've gotten sick here. In fact, one of the girl's jaw is rotted so bad I removed it by lifting the bone out of her mouth, as you can see here.
That's right, Dr. Neff, you can put that away.
Maybe you'd rather look at it on an x-ray. This was a very expensive case to treat. I didn't get any compensation. The girl died. The family never paid.
I sympathize, Dr. Neff, but what does that have to do with us?
Here it is straight. There's going to be a lot more girls coming out saying that they've gotten sick here. So maybe we can do business. I scratch your back, you scratch mine, that sort of thing.
I'm not following you.
Suppose you was to give me a list of every girl who ever got sick here. I'd see to it there were no more lawsuits.
You think you could cure them?
I couldn't put on a cure. I'm saying I scratch your back, you scratch mine.
How so, Dr. Neff?
First, I would examine them for radium necrosis, come up with a favorable diagnosis. For you, pyrorthia, say, that sort of thing. Most cases, they'll die a natural death anyway. The rest will put off till the statute of limitations kicks in, and it's too late to sue.
You'll persuade them they haven't got a case against the company?
Exactly. And I could testify if there was some other issue, if it did come to court, it'd be a very strong testimony coming from the dentist who treated them.
What makes you so sure these girls will come to you?
They'll come to me if I don't charge them anything.
Because we do then.
Exactly right. We understand each other, Mr. Reader.
Exactly what are you asking for, Dr. Neff?
$10,000 for all my troubles, plus the expenses for x-rays and $2 for every girl I'd agree to see from here on out. I'm suggesting a gentleman's agreement here, and it's better off if it's not in the writing.
No.
Okay, we'll put it in the
We'll
writing.
do nothing of the kind. Your proposal is immoral and will have nothing to do with it.
Immoral, you say? You're a fine woman to be talking about morals.
Mr. Lee,
When you have your own hired guns ready to testify.
those are expert witnesses.
Expert witnesses? Paid lackeys is more like it. And none of them have the dirt I got. If you're smart, you'll play ball with me. Believe me, there's plenty of other folks interested in the information.
You're threatening me.
It's just a business proposition. I only look out for my interests in the same way that you look out for yours.
Mr. Lee, see Dr. Neff to the door.
Alright, fine. You don't want to play ball with me. But when this all shakes out, it will not be me holding the short end of the stick. Good day.
Gentlemen, I want you all to make statements on what you saw this morning. We'll send them to the State Dental Society. Then Dr. Neff will see who's playing ball in this business.
An excellent idea.
I don't know. Perhaps we shouldn't be so quick to dismiss Neff's proposal.
What do you mean?
We're in a very bad situation here, Mr. Reader.
That's true. Mr. Lee says you're having trouble getting girls to work here.
Yes, you've lost some contracts because of it,
And it's going to get worse.
The papers are full of stories about those girls.
making them out to be saints,
And what defense can we put out?
except to say we'll try our case in court.
And in the court of public opinion, we've already lost. Perhaps you should reconsider. It certainly wouldn't hurt to have testimony from a dentist who treated those girls.
That could be very helpful to us. We should retain him.
Retain him as what? Extortionist?
As an expert, like Dr. Flynn.
Dr. Flynn is a highly respected professor at Columbia University. Neff is a neighborhood dentist.
But Dr. Flynn treated some of the girls, didn't
He
he?
didn't treat them, he consulted with
He
them.
dispensed medical advice,
It wasn't medical advice, it was an expert's opinion, a scientific opinion.
How about this? We retain Neff, but we don't put him on the stand, just so we keep him from testifying for the women. That's the most important thing.
Yes, I agree. That's the most important thing.
Would you agree to something like that, Mr. Reader?
Mr. Reader?
Mr. Reader.
Edward, we can't possibly go through with this. We can't get into bed with a man like Neff.
Arthur's right. We don't want to do business with Neff.
He could hurt us. We have to take steps.
Neff's already given us everything we need. New evidence, gentlemen. This is grounds for a postponement.
Months. 3 months to study on X-ray. It's outrageous. And the girls. Did you see the girls? Their eyes were like saucers looking at me. Terrified.
Mr. Barry.
How are they going to hold out 3 more months? 3 more months when Catherine Schaub could barely make it to the courtroom today. And Grace. She was trying so hard not to cry. And of course I had all the answers. Go home, girls. Get some rest. That's the best I can say to them. Get some rest.
You're doing wonderfully, Mr. Barry. It's a difficult
I don't understand people like Mark Lee. And Reader. I mean, how can they play this kind of game with those poor girls sitting right there? And you would think the company would be eager to take care of this. With the kind of publicity it's gotten.
Mr. Barry.
But Mark Lee seems to enjoy the sport of it. Like what you can get away with. It's cold. It's very cold.
Mr. Barry, perhaps this will help to explain?
What's this?
I received it this morning. It's from Catherine Drinker, Miss Cecil Drinker of Harvard. She's an industrial hygienist also. She worked with him on his study of the radium plant. It was a joint effort, actually.
That's very interesting, Miss Wiley. But we've already seen that document. There's nothing in to help us.
You've only seen part of it, Mr. Barry. Please, this is the complete report. Miss Stricker has been following the story very closely in the papers and was particularly disturbed to see that last article, the one in the Ledger, that said her study cleared the company.
He doctored the report. Reader doctored the report.
Apparently he pulled out one page listing off the blood conditions of a dozen employees and passed it off as the whole thing. Doesn't look so bad on its own, does it? But in context, it's a somewhat different story.
We can use this.
Yes, that should impress the judges.
The judge? Miss Wiley, I will not wait 3 months to make use of this. I want you to call that contact you have in the New York World. If Reader won't let us present our evidence in the courtroom, then you can read about it in the newspaper.